an event. It's probably being streamed on mostly just the private, probably groups and things of that nature, because we're going to get a little intimate today. Do the likes and the loves, watch it. If you get to see it, if you're live, cool. You want to reach out, ask a question, go for it. Just a little housekeeping really quick. There'll be some stuff that's going to come up here. We're going to talk about deals here in Southern California, as well as other areas that we're working in and will work in. And I'll kind of explain how that's going to work. What we're going to be talking about is friendship deals, friendship investor deals. What is that? It's like a first trusted investor or a second trusted investor. Basically, in its simplest sense, or of what it means is that, hey, you don't have to pick up a hammer to get a good return on investment, right? This is for the people who don't want to have to set up an agency or a real estate firm, lead generate, find properties, underwrite them, negotiate them, and then obviously fix them, flip them, buy, hold, wholesale, sub to, or whatever the flavor is under the creative real estate umbrella, novations, or you're going to list them or work with other investors and find them inventory. What this is all about right now is this, hey, I just want to write a check, friendship deal. We're going to go ahead and do all the work, and then we're going to write a check and get it back to you in a timely manner with a good return on investment, right? That's going to be based and secured on the piece of real estate, as well as a first trust deed, or it could be a second trust deed to come in and fill in like bridge money, or a gap. Think of it as a gap, right? From bridging from one thing to another. A lot of stuff is going on, just as long as it's fully disclosed and you understand what's going on. With every project, there'll be a file that's going to say, hey, here's what the issues, here's the issues of the property, is what we're going to do, this is how it's going to happen. At the same token, it's kind of like private money. That's what it is, private money, right? There's also hard money. Hard money is brokered by private money. And then you have DSCR loans right in the middle, where if you have a piece of property and it's cash flowing, or at least got some leases and some rentals in it, you can go ahead and get a loan to go ahead and purchase the sucker, or get a refi, pull some cash out, go buy some more property. And then, of course, is the traditional, conventional HELOC, Freddie, Fannie, FHA, VAs, and all that good stuff, right? So those are the traditional. And then right in the middle, DSR loans. Then you got some hard money. And then towards the very end is private money loans. Private money loans where you're just getting funds from people, doctors, attorneys. It could be anybody, electricians. Anybody who just has some money in an IRA, a CD. It could be insurance. There's all kinds of different ways where people are saving, stocks, bonds, equity funds, all that good stuff, where you can reinvest them in real estate, right? And roll your money 2 or 3 times a year. By doing that, helps us and others, right, do more deals. That's what it's about, as well as bridging the gap to hard money, or bridging the gap to get it fixed up, put it back on the market, start stabilizing it, get the occupancy up to 97, 98%, and then go ahead and do a DSCR loan or some type of refi to pull the cash out, and then pay off the investors. Unless the investors, you or others, want to stay in the deal for a little bit longer. Could be the fix and flips will be going in and out, in and out, in and out. There will be some that will go, hey, we're going to fix and flip, but this is a great co-living property. It's a great sober living. Maybe it's assisted living. Heck, maybe it's going to be, what else we got? Traveling nurses. Heck, maybe it's going to be an autism house, right? Whatever it may be, doesn't matter. But if the exit strategy is a longer strategy, then you have the option to be able to go, you know what? I want to roll my money in there. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Maybe we're going to roll profits in there, or just going to what we like to call friendship deals, right? So the friendship deal is going to be same thing, right? Just want to write a check. We do the work. You get a check back, roll your money 2 or 3 times a year based on a good return on investment. And then, hey, if you do it enough times, you just be investing your profits, right? Putting it back in. Now, obviously, I'll be a full disclaimer here. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a bookkeeper, right? Or financial analyst. It's for entertainment purposes. Going to share what we're doing with us, period. Share what others are doing. Kind of the pulse of real estate. Once it's Friday highlights. So welcome to the Amp Live Real Estate Show. I'm going to be your host today, Eric Paul of the Amp Live Real Estate Show, representing AHA, Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. And Amp Live, the American Mentee program powered by Amp Live Media, VIP execs, traditional real estate listings, brokers, loans, all that good stuff. Public sector, that's the private sector, sorry, that's where I live, right? The creative real estate side, sub to options, wholesaling, fix, split, buy, hold, could be rent to own, could be lease options, anything under the sun that is creative is where I live. And then we work with the public sector, which is obviously listing properties. You can work with, traditional loans, hard money loans, private loans. It's a little bit of a mixture of both. So the goal for today is to share with you, right? Because tomorrow there's going to be a link. So tomorrow we're going to do Saturday, 2 p.m. But we're going to dig deep. Here we're going to share. I'm going to share a couple of things with you. I'm going to share how it works and how friendship deals work and how you get involved in doing this with others or with us and projects throughout the United States of America. So there'll be projects here in California, Texas, Ohio, Missouri, Florida, Tennessee. It could be anywhere, wherever there's a mentee that we're working with and we trust, obviously, because we trust each other. We're papered up. We got some loyalty, integrity, and communication that's already set as the foundation. So a lot of times it's boots on the ground. That solves our problem. So we're actually working with boots on the ground and mentees that we work with because our goal is to make it reciprocal where they're making money, we're making money, we all make money. But some of these deals could be funded instead of wholesaled, right? Wholesale, I get it. One trick pony, it is what it is until you decide, you know what? Do I want to make 5, 10, 15, 20,000 or more? Or can I fix this and flip it and make 50, 60, 70, 80, 100? Or can I make money because I'm going to go ahead and lock it up, fix it, put it back on the market, or not put it back in the market, but reposition it, stabilize it, and then get some cash flow for the long term. And you're going to make a lot more money because you're stretching it out, right? You're paying down the mortgage. Someone else paying down the mortgage, tenants, things of that nature. You get the tax benefits and all that other good stuff. Equity grows and then stabilize 3 to 5 years, sell it, or 5 to 10 years, unload it, split the equity, rock and roll, keep on, take your money and go buy some other properties, right? Reposition your money and get that cash flow going. That's the whole premise of what we're doing here today. So deals, how to get 8 to 10 times more than what a bank is going to give you. A lot of times hey, it is what it is. You can beat out the bank any day. And being able, some of these numbers, as some people say, right? That's just too good to be true. But if the numbers are there and the profit is there, all you're doing is giving the profit to who? Capital partners, you or others, right? And we'll be more than happy if you bring deals to the table and we underwrite them and look at them. We'll be willing to become capital partners with you on some of your deals, but they got to be your deals or you got to be in it somewhere. It can't be a daisy chain where you don't work with daisy chains. We don't work with the copy and pasters unless you send us something and we lock it up. Then, yeah, we'll pay a couple of bucks, take on the deal, work with whoever has the contract. Everybody gets paid. This as long as it's not like astronomical knucklehead fees and stuff like that. I need $10,000 on a contract that's not yours. It's not going to happen. You'll get a referral fee. Awesome. All day long, right? Or vice versa. You got a deal. It needs some funding. Probably won't be private money of our own private money stash that we work with, but you can plug in hard money. And if there's more private money coming in the capital raise that we do for 2024, then of course there'll be investors and then a broker, and they'll be able to broker the money to our own hard money, which is VIP execs, realty and lending, traditional and hard money, all that good stuff, private money. We'll be able to have the ability to do that for you. And especially if you're working with us exclusively, a lot of deals are going to be coming down the wire where they're going to be put on helpingamericans.net, the website. I'll share that with you in a second. If you've already seen it, great. If not, that's where they'll be. It'll be what's called the VIP buyers list as well as the A list. Okay. That just means that you'll have access to it. You'll get a username and password that'll be changed probably every week or every month, mostly every month, because we don't want to have to send you, new passwords to log in and go from there, or have you create an account so you can at least get into the private files and see what deals are available, what deals you would like to invest in, what deals you would like to become a capital partner in, what deals you would like to say, hey, maybe I want to do this one. I want to, whatever it is, buy, hold, fix, flip, or you have deals and you want to submit them to us, then you can do that on a simple form, give you the link, you log in, all that good stuff, or not, just fill it out, send it to us. We'll underwrite it, get you an offer, or figure out how to position it with private money, hard money, traditional DSCR loans, whatever you need. we're here to help you with that. So the pivot is changing back, to the basics of rock and rollness, right? Yes, we're still taking on mentees one-on-one, but it's a selection process. It always has been and always will be. But 2023, I believe that was January. We have honored it. So anybody who's come aboard, you know who you are. Before that, have got the 2023 hard costs locked in. And if we do, I believe at 2024, they're going up 58%. So that's no lie. But ask us. We may work with you on that. We're things of that nature. We've done in-house and all kinds of other stuff, but things are changing. We're not here to chase pennies and dollars at the end of the day. We're here to rock and roll and help you become successful and whatever you're wanting to become successful in, as well as us. So we're making it reciprocal. So, we're all both getting what we need in this relationship to move forward. If you don't want to, hey, it's just a friendship deal, and you don't want to pick up a hammer and, fix and flip and engineering and designing and knocking down walls and development from the ground up, or just, doing some rehabs, fix and flip older hot properties, because you never know what you're getting into on an older property, right? It could be termites. You open up a wall, 1950s, 60s, 70s, even the 80s. Hey, it could be a nightmare, right? So you want to be careful with that stuff. But go ahead. I just saw this right here. Go ahead and scan that for the Sub2 Master Group. You're probably already in it watching this, because if you're watching this video, that means it's only being streamed live inside the Facebook groups. I believe whatever other streaming platforms we have in those groups as well on those platforms. So this is more of a private meeting here. If you see it, awesome. You get to see it and you're in here. Watch it all the way through. You have questions, feel free to answer those questions. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk about some deals that we got on the table. They're here in Southern California, some stuff in Ohio, in Texas. We're digging into Vegas, but it's been a little bit of a challenge to find what we need in Vegas. And maybe we just have to position ourselves with somebody here in Vegas to be able to find those deals, but we need boots on the ground. It's not that far, obviously, from California. Hop, skip, and a jump, or a little, little plane, right? Take a little JSX and fly over there and fly back. Same thing. I think they have, what's that other one? What's it called? There's another one. I forgot the heck what it's called, but it's super damn cheap. $20-$30. Jump on a plane. It's better than the Spirit shit, right? Spirit's like ghetto crap. I'd be careful with that, right? But I think it's this other one. It's pretty cool. They're flying here and there, pretty cheap. Go back and forth Northern California, and I believe they're flying out to like Texas and Vegas, and I think Florida, a couple other states. Very, very cost effective. Hey, I like the jet thingy because it's smaller and private, and you just go straight. You don't have to go through the terminal and do the inspection shit. You go around the back, boom, jump on a plane, shaboom, bada bing, bada bang, and all that shit, right? I'm not Italian, right? But anyways, that's how that works. And thinking about and just something here, right? And it's on my mind. So there'll be some S-bombs, there'll be some F-bombs. I'll drop some, funny quotations or not. But don't take offense. Just hey, we're just pretend like we're here, with each other. If I would be sitting with you somewhere at an office or an event or a seminar or something, if we're a good fit, let's rock and roll. Passionate about what we do and how we do it. Yes, there's other programs that are coming down the wire that I won't be personally. You'll see me on the videos, training and stuff, right? But as far as the other stuff, coaching, things of that nature, I'll dip in and out. Hyper focusing on raising capital, doing deals, structuring deals, single family, multifamily, commercial, hotels, motels, and all that good stuff. I do have some awesome projects that I have on the table that I probably won't share right now, but they're things that are going to happen, whether it's in Texas or Arizona or somewhere, because they're going to need some land or repositioning a hotel of some sort. So some things I wanted to accomplish. God rest his soul, my dad, before he passed away and things of that nature. I'm going to get that done. A few other things, right? So as you say it, it will be. As you say it, it shall be, right? Money loves speed, and speed begets money. So rock and roll. This is what this is about. Private money lending, as well as the friendship deals. So deals, we'll talk about a couple of them, right? So we got some stuff coming in. Inland Empire, San Bernardino, OC, and Los Angeles County is the area we're going to concentrate and stick in. If for whatever reason you're in a different, maybe, San Diego, Ventura, or Northern California, you still want to invest in some of these deals, we can do this live thing. Or if we're in an area, generally, then we can meet and go from there. We'll share what we got on the table, what type of projects there'll be, but there'll be some value adds where they'll buy a property and add 300 or 400 square foot, maybe 1,000 square foot, maybe a bedroom, bathrooms, ADUs, and all that good stuff. So partner up with some development peeps that are going to help with that. They're the experts at that, not myself. I'm the expert at finding the deals, negotiating deals, rocking and rolling, raising capital, and putting the enchilada together, right? All the ingredients, and let someone else masterfully, right, as a chef, put that beautiful enchilada together to rock and roll, to get it sold and put out there in the open market. I know enchilada is probably not the greatest analogy, but that's what came to mind, okay? This is always live and uncut. Hopefully you respect that, live and uncut. If this is chopped up and you see it on the internet floating around, then yeah, there's probably, you'll have the intros and extros and all that stuff, and whatever goes into them is what it is. But this is live right now, uncut. I'm going to check something out real quick, do a little housekeeping. I'm going to bring this up for the Sub 2 Master Group. I think you're already in that now. So if you are, you can scan that. Where's it at? Boop, right there. And let's go ahead and talk about first trust deed investing. I'm going to do a little chatter, Matt. See what we got right here. Rock and roll. So I'm going to, as always, rock and roll. It is Friday highlights, gearing up for the weekend. There is a chat there, so I can see it. I'll put the overlay, and then I'm going to shut down the overlay. So if you want to share some stuff, awesome. Then I'm going to put that back. There should be some links down below, right, for the first trust deed investing. We call them friendship deal investors. There'll be a link down there, a little bit of information. It's not intrusive, very simple. If you want some information, this way we can talk and see if we're a good fit, and then go from there and be able to lay out the deals for you and see which ones you want to invest in or not, or whatever it may be. If you just want to ask questions, you just want to pick my brain, our brains to a degree. It's about building relationships. Back to building relationships, right, is what it's all about. Back to the moral compass that we've lost for the last decade, is putting those things in place, right, and working with people, right? People want to work with people who aren't quitters. I want to work with people who are not quitters. I'm not a quitter. I can get up, fall, and I'll get back up, and I'll keep on getting back up, even when I'm bloody. Unless you knock the shit out of me and knock me out, I'll still get back up and get back in. That's what life is about, unfortunately, and not. Just depends, right? Some people, hey, it's a positive mental attitude. So when that happens, you just got to, hey, high five to the champion. Boom, it is what it is. Let's rock. Let's move forward. That stuff is awesome, and it works. I'm just going to share that with you, a little tidbit. And trying to get stuff done, right? And not be so cynical about stuff and deals not closing, this, moving, blah, blah, blah. I get it. People can be quite irritating, right? I get it. But we got to put some love out there, right? Put some love in the heart, put some love in their hearts, put some love in thy enemies and everything, this whole United States of America. I'm not going to make it philosophical. We'll save that for Mindset Money Monday, right? Today is Friday highlights, and we're going to talk about deals, how to get 8 to 10% more out of your cashola, your money, your funds, your dollars, your stock, whatever it is, more so than the bank, okay? Secured by what? First trust. Do I have it in here? Did I see if it came up? Become a first trust deed investor with us. All that means is, hey, first trust, grant deed, right? Warranty deed, trust deed, depending on how the project is put together and protected. So you are the one who, what? You're the bank. You're going to become the bank. Do the first trust deed investing. If there's a bridge or something else needs to happen, say, hey, maybe not the EMDs, but there'll be like, money down. There'll be some hard costs and maybe some rehab money, things of that nature, depending on what is needed. That's where the friendship deals will come in. And that's going to be in the form of a second trust deed of some sort. And with percentages, 1, 2, 3, 4 people, unless you want to do the whole thing. Like, for example, I will go ahead and share some deals that are on the table. Southern California, where, we're doing some small capital raises where they need 50 grand. Some need 200, some need 100, some need 125, some need, 300. And that's just to fill in the gaps where the first is already going to be plugged in. And then we're going to fill in the gaps with the rest. Get it up and running, fix, flip, buy, hold, most likely fix and flip, get in, get out, build the capital. That's what we're going to do with the friendship deals, okay? You're going to go ahead and write a check. We're going to do the work, get a check back to you. Friendship deal, let's do one. Let's build that reputation. Your goal is to write a check, and our goal is to get a check back to you. That is what's called a friendship deal. And then we'll roll those 1, 2, 3, as many times as there's no pressure. Just as long as we put it on the table and you go, hey, okay, I like that one. I want to be part of that deal. No problem. Let's do it. And we'll run it through either as a first trusted investor or a second trusted investor. Or maybe it's, hey, as we move forward 2 or 3, then we start sharing the love a little bit more, because interest rates are going to be awesome. It could be anywhere from 10 to 12%. It could be some crazy ones at 35.9, 22.7 APR wise, right? So if we get it done in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, do the math. I'm not going to do all that good stuff right here. We're going to do that tomorrow, Saturday. There'll be an event link. So make sure you do the friendship deal link, fill out that information so we can keep you on top of this stuff. We'll share Americans Helping Americans website with you. We can get you logged in to see, share, look at deals and things of that nature. But tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it'll be a Zoom link. And on that Zoom link, it's a little bit more private than everything here. We're going to share some deals with you. We'll break down an actual deal, all right, that's in Los Angeles, and another one that's in the Inland Empire, and some stuff that's in Ohio, and maybe a few other states, depending on how much time we got, how many people sign up. You'll get the gist of it. Obviously, it'll be recorded and repurposed. And maybe, if we send it to you with a replay, maybe not, but be part of that so you can see the numbers and how they're going to break down, right? The punch list of all the repairs for the labor, for the materials, for the spreadsheet of, hey, how much money are we going to make on this deal? What is your role? Well, what is your percentage? What is our percentage? Who's going to get what? I always say this, and this is cool. This is another analogy. This is a hunting analogy. I take this from living in the Midwest when I lived in the Midwest, and I've never been hunting, but I like the dirt. I like the deer jerky, not the dirt, but the deer jerky. Sometimes it does taste like dirt, right? I love that deer jerky. Not bad. I just love beef jerky, period. But to get the deer jerky, right, you have to go out there, get your gun, get your hat, wear your vest. You got to get a license and all that good stuff, depending on the type of bucks and deers you're going to shoot at, right? Got to get your, deer piss or whatever you put on your hat and get out there and get in the tree and do your stuff. So look at it this way, right? So to catch that deer, everybody, has to go for it. But if we shoot the deer, I shoot the deer, then I got to do what I got to do to shoot the deer. And then I got to take it to someone to turn it into steaks and ground beef or whatever, or ground deer, whatever it is, right? And then get it wrapped up so I can put it in the freezer. And then if I want some deer jerky, I got to send it to someone who has a smoke shop and all that, or smoking thing and oven or whatever. And then they'll mix it all up, tell me what flavor, ask what flavors I want, and then go from there. And then I take it all home after I pay for it, right? Now, if I want to do the whole enchilada, then I can take the deer, I can do all the other stuff, and I don't have to pay. So I get to keep everything. I get to keep it all. Because I've earned it all. But when you're scaling up and you have a team, things of that nature, you can do more, right? And then it's like anything else. You get paid for what you do. Now, if I get the deer, that's my portion. Then someone else is going to, right, turn it into steaks and ground beef and all that good stuff, and they get paid to do that. And then if you want deer jerky, then what do? They got to go ahead and do what they're going to do and, turn it into jerky, and they get paid. And I'm saying, hey, I like to, mount that. It's not me. I don't do that, but I'm just saying. It's just, I've seen it out there. Been to, friends or associates and family members that got like, deers and, they got all the animals. They're into hunting a lot, right? And they can taxidermy it and pay somebody to do that. And that's that, right? So think of it that way. Everybody gets paid for what they do. Your role will be paid to become a friendship deal investor without having to pick up a hammer, without having to build a team, without having to lead generate, without having to underwrite, without having to negotiate, without having to do any of the things that go with fix and flip and buy and hold, wholesaling, any of that stuff, and creative real estate investing, or even listing the property and that stuff. We have all those pieces of the puzzle put together over the last couple of decades that we've been rocking and rolling this business up and down all the way around. New cycles here. It's moving. It's starting to pivot, and people are adjusting and adapting. I say rock because if you don't, a lot of people are going to perish, and the weeding out process is happening. So why not just put it in what? Put it into a safe vehicle, right? We're going to underwrite those suckers, right? They're not going to be like, hey, it's $400,000, we're buying it for $410. Or it's $400,000, we're buying it for $390. No, back to basics, right? 60, 65 cents on the dollar, 50, 55 cents on the dollar, 40, 45 cents. It doesn't matter. Just as long as there's a big, juicy amount of equity to protect, right? To protect the investors, first trusted investor, second trusted investor. And this is how it works truly, right? Win-win-win situation, right? Salary gets taken care of, investors get taken care of. We're last on the totem pole. We're the last ones that get paid. We got to work and we got to earn our money and prove to you that we can get you a check back. And that's what a friendship deal investor is, right? We do that one time, then 2 times, and 3 times, and 4 times. You keep on doing it. And then it's up to you as many times as you want to do it. Maybe there's an apartment building, or maybe there's a strip mall with 10 units and all kinds of stuff. There's just needs a little positioning, some value adds, vacancies need to be done, a little bit of some repairs. And if we can get into it, yes, with creative real estate investing, maybe we need enough money down. Maybe we need money for the rehab, and we'll slice it up. It's, it's not like a syndication. We're not going big wig, all that good stuff like hedge funds. We're syndication, equity funds. If it's needed, we'll do it. But right now, it's very simple, right? Friendship deal investors. If something comes down the wire and you want to be part of it and you want to get a good return on investment and interest rate based on the property, and at the same token, as we do more of these, right? As you want to do more, totally up to you. If you just want to continue to just become a friendship deal or stay as a friendship deal investor, that's okay. But maybe you might want to learn more. Maybe you want to do more. It's okay. Or not. The same token, you don't have to do more to get paid more. It's just a matter of just us working together, integrity, trust, loyalty, communication. And if that happens, we keep on moving forward for the long term, right? Into the next, decade. Awesome, because that's the goal. Long-term relationships, right? And if those are done, then hey, no problem. Then let's talk about some splits. Let's talk about splitting the equity, because we don't want it all, right? We'd rather have the relationships over the dollars and the money, right? A lot of people say that, but they don't really mean it, right? I'm gonna do a little bit of water here, get a little parched. Well, let me give you an example. I'll go ahead and share. Let me see if I can pull up the website real quick. Okay. So first trusted investor, let me get back to these captions here, right? There's Americans Helping Americans. You go to americanshelpingamericans.net. It's right there. I believe we could probably share the screen. It's going to be, where's it at? Once it comes up, I will share it right there. Let it do its thing. So a lot of these properties will be on americanshelpingamericans.net and things of that nature. Some they'll be locked up. Some won't even make it to the website if for whatever reason it goes a little bit longer, then they will be publicized on that website along with other websites, or they may just go straight to the MLS and syndicate it out to thousands or hundreds and hundreds of different websites. We'll do full marketing. We have full marketing in-house, graphics, all that good stuff. That's where Amplified Media comes in with the media and production type company, video, everything that's needed to be able to market and get a property out there along with the brokerage. So we can go ahead and do the listing. We can go ahead and work with buyers. We can offer the loans and all that good stuff. So everything's put together. We're partnering up with construction companies, or I should say luxury, right? Luxury development firms that will help us with these properties. It's very, very important, right, to get stuff done if we're going to be rocking and rolling. Places like Beverly Hills, Laguna Hills, where we got Huntington Beach, Encino, Tarzana, even Malibu, doesn't matter, Santa Monica, and then bringing it over here to the other side, more inland, because there's luxury properties out here too. Got to have that luxury flavor and taste. Also, the same token, we'll have developers where we just get in, get out, right? Carpet tile paint. I know people don't use tile or carpet, but you get the gist, right? It's just a figure of speech. We get in, we get out. We get in, we get out. We get in, we get out, and move those quickly. Cherry pick the good ones, rock and roll, and you get your return on investment back, and then we do more. That's basically what's happening now. And for the future, I'm going to go ahead and hit Americans Helping Americans. I'll go ahead and show you this real quick. So you already got that there. I'm going to go ahead and pull something else here up for you. All right, so We are buying properties throughout the United States of America. I'm going to say, I'll put this down here on the bottom. All right. So welcome to Friday Highlights. I'll be your host. You can see it down below. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down for a second. And there are some properties where we're raising capital for, like I said, on some of these are going to be minimum $50,000. We are, if they're smaller projects in different areas, minimum of $5,000. And we're able to put those into the piece of property, whether it's going to be a first trust or it's going to be with a handful of other investors in the second trustee investing, or first trustee, usually a second, most likely, to piece those things together. For example, obviously, I will mention the Inland Empire one. We're able to, and some of these are pre-foreclosures, right? And some are just going to be for sale by owners. Some are going to be off market. Some will be on market to acquire. But we have the resources to be able to work these deals in one manner or another. They just need more funds, right? Because we can't fund them all. So obviously, if we fund them all ourselves, then you run out of capital and money. So that's the beauty of what? The beauty of others, right? The beauty of friendship deals, the beauty of private money, the beauty of hard money. Banks do the same thing. The only difference is we're cutting out the bank. We're not going to mess with the bank unless it comes down the wire, subject to existing financing. Then we will utilize those sub-2 deals to buy into those sub-2 deals, get the funds from awesome people like yourself and others, and we'll fund them ourselves as well. If you bring sub-2 deals to the table, they don't always have to be marginal. We're not dealing with the 10 percenters, the 7 percenters, or the 5 percenters at the end of the day. We're truly going, hey, 50, 60, 65 cents on the dollar minus repairs. We're rocking and rolling, juicy amount of equity, but they got a juicy loan on there. We're going to take it subject to existing financing, subject to the existing taxes, subject to the existing whatever the hell we want it to be. As long as it's going to help out the seller, help out our investors, and help us out, where we be able to structure a deal together. That's what I am, a sub-2 master at the end of the day, and deal structure. That's my jam, is negotiating the deal, structuring the deal, and then putting in the dollars to make that happen. In-house, of course, and for mentees that work with us, but they got to do the do, right? So we may take over the property and cash them out so we can have full control of the property. So if you're investing, you know that it's being taken care of 100% by AHA, America's How Americans, or Amp Live, or VIP, or AHA Capital, or any other LLC or capital company we're working with, or utilize. This depends on the situation and where it's located, right? So everything's kosher with the attorneys and all this good stuff, escrow, title, you name it. Some will be table closings, others will be notaries, all that good stuff. We take care of all this stuff. Everything we will be papered up. Well, obviously we'll have to do a soft commitment, and I did post this somewhere, and someone said, "What the hell is that?" Question mark. What's a soft commitment? What is this? What is that? We're doing sub-2 buyouts, so why would you need a soft commitment of what? Well, sub-2 buyouts, right? If we buy it right, as my mentor always said to me, right? We make your money when you buy it, not when you sell it, right? So if you do it right and you make your money when you buy it, let's go here real quick. All right. I'm going to share this with you on the bottom. Okay. So we'll show this. This is AHA, Americans How Americans, right? Across the United States. National, always private and secure for an instant offer. Our solution within 24 to 72 hours of submission, right? And there's our instant offer cash link. Now, this is marketing that's going out and will continue to go out. If you want to help with calls and texts and you want to be part of that, acquisitions, dispo, or whatever, I want to get off of the hyper focus of what we're hyper focusing on, and that is friendship deals. That is raising capital to do deals. And let me get back to the sub-2 buyouts, right? What the hell is a sub-2 buyout? It's a property, pre-foreclosure, the job relocation, divorce. Doesn't matter what it is. It is a distress situation of some sort, right? And we're going to go in and provide some solutions, right? We're going to get that low-hanging fruit and provide solutions to the seller where we can come in and either pay them some money, yes, right? Get them on their way. And then we're going to take over the property subject to existing financing, taxes, or whatever's in the addendum. And then we're going to go ahead and raise the funds to make it happen, right? Or the funds will be available if you take care of what's called a soft commitment. So one-page thing saying, hey, here's my criteria. It's like buying criteria, buy box, whatever you want to call it. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I'm looking at. This is how much I want to invest. This is what I'm anticipating I'd like to get back. And here are the terms, and here's the length, and a few other things about the loveliness of who you are, right? Because we got to know each other, right? Just going to educate you a little bit, and you educate us about you and things of that nature. If it's a good fit, awesome. We'll break bread. We'll have lunch. If not, we'll do the Zoom stuff or whatever. But we will know each other, and then that's it. And then we'll bring those deals, friendship deals, to the table for you, and you get to decide. No pressure, right? At the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be. Whoever's going to write the check first gets the deal and gets into the deal. It's not about bidding or who's going to put in more and who's going to do this and all that good stuff. That I'm not into that. I hate it when people did it to me and still do. Oh, go ahead and put your offer, put your bid in. I ain't putting in shit, right? If I'm not the only one, I don't want to mess with it, okay? And if it's not good enough, that's okay. No problem. No harm, no foul. That's not going to happen. So it's just, hey, get on the A list. Write a check first, and it's all in your criteria, and it's in your buy box, or it's in your soft commitment. Soft commitment, all that means is, hey, you're not bound by it. Just means we got it on file. You got a copy on file, so it makes things move a little quicker, right? And then we're going, hey, if we need the funds, we need to rock. Here's escrow and title. Here's the information you need. Boom, get it there. Let's rock and make it happen. Take care of your, all the first trust deed or second trust deed information. It's going to be done by escrow and title anyways, right? And you're going to send them the funds. That's how it works and all that good stuff. So when you do that, we're ready to rock. First one. If the second one, we send a second one to you, or you're asking about a second one, or maybe a third one, right? After the third one, and you're like, I'm just not quite sure. It's okay. We're going to be a little bit more lenient with you than we would an actual buyer who's going to buy the property. We only give them 3 chances, right, on the A list to say 1, 2, 3. You don't take the third deal, then we're going to move you to what? Right, we're going to move you to the B list. And the B list is like the second page of Google, right? Nobody goes there, and I don't know how you're going to get back on the list. But for our friendship deal investors, hey, we're going to give the love. Hey, maybe you're not ready. Things are happening. A lot of stuff happens in life, right? Maybe it's just not right now. It's okay. Come back anytime for a good fit. We just if we're good to go, we're good to go. We're going to give you the time. I look at it this way, the golden rule. Treat others as you would like to be treated, vice versa. PMA, positive mental attitude, right? Same thing. Treat others as you would like to be treated and vice versa, right? Have respect for each other. Have respect for your fellow man and woman. Do what you need to. Integrity, loyalty, and communication. In God we trust, or whatever your higher power is, right? We're in the greatest country in the world, the United States of America, even though we're going through some turbulent times. It's okay. That's what we're here to do. That's our mantra. That's our cause and mission, is to help you or others. And that's one of my goals, right? And it's going to happen in the future, right? Whether it's 2027, 28, 29, or 2030 or 2035, or whatever, it doesn't matter, but it's going to happen, right? Where we're going to be able to say, I don't care who it is, anybody. And we already got crowdfunding, right? So people can crowdfund. You got to get approved for all that good stuff, right? But I don't think there's a franchise or a real estate brokerage. And I know some other companies are doing it with Airbnb and things of that nature. But be able to say, look, anybody can invest in real estate. Even if you got $1, $10, $20, $30, and there's stuff out there. Trust me, there's some websites doing it. And I truly believe that, right? But every American should have the right to be able to invest in a piece of real estate without having to go, man, I got to be an accredited investor, or I got to learn all this stuff. Yes, you got to be educated a little bit, like anything else, right? Got to go through some stuff, watch some videos, and say, I understand what we're doing, sign this, sign that. Because when you go out and get credit, you're an adult. You know what you're doing, right? You go buy a house, you know what you're doing. You go buy a car, you know what you're doing, right? You see the contract, read it or don't read it, but that's what contracts are for. And we wouldn't have it any other way. If you can't sleep at night, we can't sleep at night. If the seller can't sleep at night, we can't sleep at night. If the investor cannot sleep at night, we can't sleep at night. We don't do the deal. It's not worth it, right? Move on, right? We will turn down the money if needed. We will turn down the sellers or deals, investors. Doesn't matter, because I'd rather sleep at night and do the right thing by you, us, and everybody on this planet, and not have that bullshit floating around with some bad karma. That can always be fixed. Remember that, right? We're all human beings. We're not saints. We're not, the holy holla guacamoles, right, of the world. Everybody has some stuff. It is what it is. So I'm not here to judge. You can judge me if you like to. I was thinking about something earlier when we say, look, there's I forgot what it was, who said it, but it's like when people, when you're doing something, you're all awesome and it's great. It's awesome and it's great. That person's awesome. They make one little mistake, right? And they're like, They start looking at all your shit. What's up? This, that. And, they don't even know the whole freaking story. That's not based on me. It's based on others as well. That's just came to my attention on some things, right? And other people. And, and have people say the same thing about me. Hey, what about this? And what about that? See this? I seen you when you're younger and you had long hair, blah, 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 or whatever, gives a shit, right? I am who I am today. I'm not going to judge you. You don't judge me. If we can get along, make some stuff happen, let's do it, right? Everything is in black and white. Everything is there for you to see. And everything is there as an adult to make a conscious decision as an adult to invest in a piece of property or not, right? Way better than the stock market, way better than IRA, way better than CDs, right? Or way better than all that stuff that's out there to a degree, right? Unless you find some crazy stuff and that's probably illegal or something, who knows, right? You can do it, but you got to have the money to do it. Same with this, right? But everything will be done. We guide you through it, get a soft commitment, present some deals to you. And if you want to become a friendship deal investor, let's do it. Private money is all it is. Private money lending. First trust deed investing. Second trust deed investing. Private money lending. And yes, there's hard money. We raise enough of it, then we'll be coming to you. If you got enough money to say, hey, I got $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, $10 million, I got an equity line of credit for $19 million, whatever it is, let's do some rock and roll business because the times are here. A lot of sub-2 buyouts are coming in and emerging. Yes, multifamily is, they're going into foreclosure and commercial properties because the notes are coming due. That's where the private money comes in. Hey, it'll be underwritten. Same thing. What does the broker do? Broker underwrites private money. They get the private money. They underwrite the deal. They serve it up to the investor and say, what do you want? Oh, I want a point and maybe, 10%. Okay. And then they go to the other investor. What do you want? Oh, I'd like a half a point, because I'm putting in less and I'd, I like same thing, 8, 9, 10%, maybe 12. Easy peasy. They put the private money lenders together, right? The broker's going to get a point or whatever they want to charge the paperwork, escrow and title, putting it together because they can broker the deal, and then boom, right? Everybody's happy. They move forward. A servicing company is going to collect the payments unless it's a moratorium. If anything, God forbid, happens, they got to foreclose. There's a servicing company, title, escrow, all does that stuff, right? Where they're going to do what they need to do to get the money back. And it's just part of the business. It's like anything else, right? Stuff is going to happen, but the goal is to eliminate those things. If we're getting in with us, we're going to look at it for what it is. If we buy it right, you make your money when you buy it, not when you sell it, because we're going to buy them right all the time. We're always going to buy them with equity because if the market turns and it shifts and it changes, right? I'm not going to break out the speculation and all that good stuff. Like I said, you have my full disclosure. I'm not an attorney, a financial analyst, any of that good stuff. I'm going to share this stuff with you. I'm not a CPA, bookkeeper, a beekeeper, right? I don't think I'm a beekeeper, am I? Was I? Another life? I don't know. No. The bottom line is this, okay? When we're rocking and rolling with stuff like that, everything's going to be fully disclosed, right? Of course, we're going to paper up because we got to protect each other, right? There's a lot of people that like to whine and cry and things of that nature. And, we're all adults here. So we get in, rock and roll, do what we need to do, make money for each other's families, build that legacy for each other's families. I am serious. I will go to bat for you all day long. I will jump in the ring for you all day long. That's what this is about, okay? I don't care what anybody says, can judge me and say whatever they like about me. I can say anything I like about others, but you got to remember, pick your battles, okay? This is all about awesomeness. It's about staying positive. But the world is the world, and let's try to make it better again, right? Because, last decade's been kind of crazy. Moral compass been kind of crazy. So, hey, very simple. Integrity, loyalty, communication, right? PMA, positive mental attitude. The golden freaking rule, things to live by on every deal that we do. Our goal is to get you a check back. Your goal is to write a check. We do all the work. You get a check back, return an investment. Let's rinse and repeat. Easy peasy. We go from there. We do all the work. We got to roll up the sleeves, get to work, use all our resources so you don't have to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years in the business trying to figure out where you want to invest your money, right? Because to become an expert in anything, it takes at least 5 years, 10,000 hours. I talk to people going, oh, yeah, I'm, been in the business a year. Well, you're brand new, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, right? Maybe you're in the business 5 years. I've seen agents in the business 5 years, and others have been in business 2 years, and they know a lot more than the agent has been doing in the last 5 years, and some agents vice versa, where they've been in it 2 years and they're just blowing doors and listings and all kinds of stuff and just blowing doors past people. All right, it happens. That's part of this business. This depends on what you want to do. But we want to keep it simple. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up before it gets too long. Where we got already 44 minutes. Okay, we're done here. So that's what we're going to do with Americans Helping Americans, right? Welcome to the Friday Highlights. I'm going to put that back. Friday Highlights show, the Amplified Real Estate Show. Let's get this shit rolling. Okay, what do we got here? Make sure you join the sub 2 group. We'll do a little Get Erick Paul live action right there. Friday highlights. Nothing to sell. At the end of the day, there'll be links in this video with the friendship deal investor link. Click that link. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's move forward. Talk about deals that are on the table. It's going to be tomorrow, 2 p.m. on a Saturday, right? So be there, be square. We're going to talk about some LA deals, some Inland Empire deals, OC stuff we're looking at. What we got right here? I think there's one right here. There's some Ohio stuff, right, that we're looking at to get funded. The other one's on the desk over there. I believe that's pre-foreclosure. Don't quote me on it. I think it's San Bernardino. So stuff's coming down the wire, right? People are bringing deals down the wire as well. So if you got deals, bring them down the wire. We'll look at them, underwrite them, get them funded, get you paid, or whatever it is. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, if you're looking for money, then reach out. We'll help you if we can and run it through the lending side of VIP Execs Realty and lending, and see if they can get you a hard money, DSCR loan, traditional loan, whatever it is, SBA, all that good stuff, right? Because we have the broker side of that business. And then the private sector will be me. I'm going to help you and orchestrate the best I can. Hard money and all that good stuff. If you need it, talk to me, and we'll figure some stuff out with VIP Realty and lending. I'll be facilitating your loans if you need it, and vice versa, okay? So let's rock and roll in all that you do, right? If you have funds and you want to invest them and you want to just write a check and get a check back, that is the whole goal between us with friendship deals. If you like to meet, we can meet. We can have coffee, we can have lunch, or we can meet right here on this beautiful thing here. If you're somewhere down the wire in the United States of America, or even out of the country, and you want to invest in the United States of America, let's chat, let's talk, see if we're a good fit, and then we will rock and roll together, okay? So I'm going to sign off here because we got business to rock. We got deals to hammer down on. Remember, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's February 10th. I believe it's going to be Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. That is Saturday. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So take advantage of that. Pass on the good word. If you're wanting to come in and you say, hey, I actually want to be part of this. I want to do this real estate investing thing. And you want help with building out your firm in whatever state you're in, whatever city or county you're in, then reach out. We have the American Mentee Program. I'm going to sign off here from AHA. Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. And AMP Live, the only truly one-on-one mentoring program of its kind on the planet, where we truly mentor you and others across the United States of America one-on-one and help you get your business up and running. That is our true cause and mission, is to help our fellow Americans across the United States of America, powered by AMP Live Media and VIP Execs Realty and Lending. Whatever you need, we got it. We want to share it with you. As long as you just show up to the party, we're ready to rock. If you are, all right. You have a good one. Hopefully you're gearing up for the weekend. Weekend, deals. Send them to us, and we'll see if we can underwrite them, get them done. Or you just wanted to don't want to pick up a hammer, you just want to do some friendship deals with us. Well, tomorrow we're going to talk. I'm going to share the spreadsheets and everything with you on that Zoom call. So make sure you attend. All right. See you then. All right. Bye-bye.